This is a PSA to all of the content world for the end of 2022 and the beginning of 2023. Some predictions that I see in the way that content is going for myself, just as a dude that just wants to legitimately build a community that's built on love and care for one another and support, that being the core, and on top of that being the fact that you can actually build businesses through those values. I felt like it's important for me to just kind of like come and sit with you guys and give you my thoughts on where I see the world today with content. I also think that I like this format on YouTube because it allows me to spend more time with you guys and actually like really dive deep into my brain and into my heart. Whereas in TikTok and Instagram and the other ones that are shorter, you just can't go as deep. And if you don't know who I am, because I'm sure a lot of you do not, I currently help companies like Microsoft and Best Western and Skechers and Nissan, big companies all the way down to smaller companies. I help them find up and coming creators to come in and run their accounts. So like literally run like at Microsoft or at Nissan or things like that, particularly on TikTok. Aside from that, I will consult for companies, teaching them how to do TikTok and content and really just like understanding how to be a creator. And then for myself, I'm a creator who loves to make educational content. And I started the world's first TikTok house for adults that was called HoneyHouse, that went from 0 to 1 million followers in 60 days. And I just like live my life in content. So I hope that that gives you a little bit of understanding as to like what I'm doing right now. Let's just talk about this. Let's talk about where we're at right now. I'm gonna sit over here with you guys and you're gonna just hear where I think that we're at. If you think about how TikTok, how it's happened and like just where it began and how it grew to be where it is now, with trends happening where people would dance over top of sounds and then those would take storm and then other people would repeat them and then that would be global. That went from being dances to then being skits, where now it's no longer the renegade dance, but now it's actually like a skit that's done over top of a sound that goes global as well. From there, it starts to get a little bit more nuanced and niche. And I think a lot of you guys that are watching this, in 2019, 2020, we would all see the same videos on the For You page. It'd be like, you'd be able to go and talk to one of your friends and hear about the same trend that you saw on your For You page as them. And then as that grows a little bit and it becomes 2021 and then now 2022, and more people go onto the platform, everybody goes and tries to do those trends and do it in their own way. So the For You page starts to become a little bit more nuanced. More supply going onto a platform where there's a lot of demand creates differentiation on everybody's algorithm. No longer are you seeing the same global trends as me, and no longer am I seeing the same global trends or global videos as my fiance or as my friends or as, you know, people that have different interests. When that happens, and there's just so many different styles of content coming through your For You page that aren't similar people, it can become a little bit exhausting. Let me break that down a little bit for you, since we're sitting here nice and close. Tons of different pieces of content, different styles, different ideas, mixed with the fact that you're not seeing those different styles from the same people. Like a lot of the people that you're following, if you go and click on your profile and actually click who you follow on a lot of these platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, a lot of them, the people that you're following, you don't see on a consistent basis on your For You page or on your timeline. There's a fraction of the people that you're following that you do that are like your heavy hitters and like the real like consistent ones that you see, but a majority of them you're not seeing consistently, and so it's hard to build that deep connection with them when you don't see them often. On a platform like YouTube that's longer and deeper, you end up going and searching for the people that you want to watch or the styles of videos that you want to watch, so it's more intentional. But on a page like TikTok and on a page like Instagram Reels or even YouTube Shorts, when you're just scrolling as a discovery feed, you don't end up seeing the same people that you're following as often. You mix those two things, the amount of different styles of content mixed with the fact that a lot of the videos aren't from the same people. And what you get from that is it's hard to build a relationship and a familiarity with the creators. Both as a creator, it's hard to build deep relationship, but also as a consumer, it's hard to build deep relationship. It's new because short form content is new. A lot of these platforms and styles, vertical video that's very high paced and short, was not a thing 5 to 10 years ago that people were consuming as much. And so now that this is a new thing, inevitably when there's new things, you go through these different waves of society switching things around. We're at a place right now where I feel like a lot of consumers and a lot of creators are feeling a lack of relationship with the content. And so it feels a little bit like stagnant. It feels a little bit like stale. It feels a little bit like kind of just bored. None of this is a bad thing. It's just a human thing. Content goes in ebbs and flows. Trends come and go. Different styles come and go. Different things just kind of transition. So I feel like right now, what you and everyone should be focusing on is building deep relationships in any way that you can, because the audience is really craving that more than ever right now. And that is what I feel over the next year is going to be the primary factor of what takes people to the next level versus what people just come and go. It's the depth of the relationship. So anything that you can do to really feel like you're building something close with your audience, do that. If that's going on lives and like actually being able to interact with them, if that's hosting a Zoom with 10 to 15 people from your audience, do that. If that's doing meetups in public, if that's just replying to every DM or replying to comments, the consumers right now are lacking that close-knit warmth and feeling like they have an interpersonal relationship with you as a creator. It's hard to do that in short form with these discovery feeds where you don't get shown a lot to your audience. As a consumer myself, I feel like I'm missing that with the creators right now. I want to be going more deep with a lot of people that I follow because there's so many incredible people out there that I'm following right now on TikTok and Instagram that I don't fucking see their content. And I want to because I love it and their stuff is amazing and it just doesn't get shown to me that often. And so I, as a consumer, I'm like, where can I find more of you? Where can I see you more? Where can I hear more about what you're up to so that I stay a little bit more in the loop? That's my thoughts right now. In 2023, I believe that a very big topic, a very big selling point will be the depth of the relationship between you and your audience and between creators and the content that they put out. So I hope you know, as somebody that's in my community, how much I care for you, how much I want to see you win, how much I want to help you, how much I hope that if you see me in the fucking street, you come up to me and you give me a hug and you say, "What up? I want to be friends with you. I love all of you guys and I'm grateful for all of you." And I know that this is the beginning of this with this channel. And so if you've stuck around to this point, just know that I really appreciate you staying. Much love. You're going to crush it this year. I'll talk to you soon.